Today's topic is going to be, we're going to talk about the main reason why nobody can get anything done nowadays. And it is a problem that plagues not only the new rich, but also the deferrers. It plagues really everyone of any age. And that is distractions. And there are so many distractions nowadays, it's insane. And the key to that is going on a low information diet. Nowadays, we live in an attention economy. Everyone knows this, everyone says this all the time. But what does that really mean, and how do we fix it? Well, there's a problem, and you most likely suffer from this, is that on this journey to become successful, you will realize that you have goals and dreams and ambitions. Other people do not. Other people think that because their time is not valuable, that your time is not valuable. That's the main problem. I run into this all the time with relatives, with friends, with a lot of people. They don't understand the grind that we are on, that you and I are trying to achieve. It is this problem where there are so many distractions nowadays that are people and just unknown variables. Now, some of these can be avoided with the low information diet. If you are going to join the new rich and be in this lifestyle, you must adopt a low information diet. Whereas in anything that does not have to do with your goals and dreams and ambitions, you should not even pay the time of day. And you might have an idea in your head about what it looks like. I promise you, it is. You need to cut it down even less than that. I really mean it. It was just last night. There was an ambulance at my neighbor's house. I think they're a distant relative or something. The ambulance was there for like the third time in this year or something. I went in my room and started reading my books. Because, frankly, truth be told, that's what they do with me. And also, how can I control that? Now, obviously, I'm not going to stand there and let someone die. But what the fuck am I supposed to do? Like, someone's dying. I'm not a doctor. I'm not an ambulance technician. So, and this is the problem with most people nowadays, where they think it's, you know what it is? It really is learned. Because my brothers, they actually went over when the ambulance was there. It's just something that is in this economy, where so many distractions will just come up, and your brain will just, because everyone has ADHD brain, their brain will just kind of go all over the place, so look at whatever new thing comes in the room, whether it's like shiny or not. Everyone says ADHD. You need to start eliminating. That's what E is for. E is for elimination. In deal. You need to start eliminating everything that is not going to get you closer to your goal. When you wake up in the morning, start asking yourself when you wake up in the morning, what are the things that I need to do to achieve my goals or make my goals a reality? What are the things I need to do? And do those things. Don't stop worrying about other people. Stop thinking about things like that. A low information diet means you need to start cutting out things like TV, news, the media. And listen, I'm not saying I never go on YouTube or anything. I do. But the thing is, the way I live my life now is so incredibly self-centered. Because you have to be a bit selfish. You need to start turning and looking inward instead of outward. I wouldn't even know who the President of the United States was if everyone didn't talk about him so much. That is how locked in I am to literally things that only concern me. That is just my entire reality is things that just concern me. Now, of course, I'm not saying to be aloof. I'm not saying that if I go to another country or if someone's out trying to rob me, I'm not going to pay attention or look people up or certain things. But I'm saying by and large, a lot of people just have too much on their plate and like just too many notifications popping up and dopamine going fucking crazy. You need to start cutting out the fat. Start cutting the fat. And that is actually something that if you have a problem with something, most times in life and just with anything in general, the solution is more than likely to remove excess rather than add things. So the life that you want, if you're already working out, but you need more time to go to the gym, you want to be more active, you need to cut out things that don't really matter. And the same thing applies to your life or your diet. There's probably a few bad foods that that aren't really healthy for you that you shouldn't be eating. You need to cut them out. So in a lot of areas of life, in general, the solution to most people's problems is to cut out bad things and not add more. So you need to eliminate. Eliminating distractions are not going to remove them forever. There will always be interruptions. But you need to start saying no. Like stop. Like start learning. No. When people ask you, do you want to go to this restaurant? Do you want to go to this party? Do you want to smoke some weed? So say no. Like stop it. Don't tell people to stop bothering you. Stop with the distractions and stop with the noise. Because it is cluttering your brain and making it so hard to focus. They need to stop. You need to have a level of selective ignorance where you can just kind of ignore everything that's going on around you. And some ways to help with that are meditation, breath work, self-reflection, journaling. All these things can help you become more self-centered. In Robert Greene's book, The Laws of Human Nature, he talks about having a healthy degree of narcissism. He calls it healthy narcissism. Healthy narcissist turns to narcissism outward and is more concerned about other people's well-being. So basically, you need to sort of be a narcissist to win, because you're only focused on yourself and your goals. You can argue about morality all you want, whether it's good or bad, to sort of ignore people, ignore your friends. That's an entirely different subject. What I'm talking about is cutting the fat and getting to a point where all that matters in your life is your goals. And the only thing that's stopping that are distractions that really don't matter in terms of the grand scheme of things. And you're actually wasting time. 100% of your effort should be placed on your goals. If you already have a job, that's your effort split. So any further than that, it would just be too much. The new life that you need to start living. Remember this. Remember a low information diet. Cut out distractions, cut out things that don't matter. The things that you consume, you need to start producing more than you consume. Do not consume that much information. Consume knowing the things that are important to you and the things that actually matter. Anything outside that, the news in Russia, the war in Ukraine, things like that do not matter. And everything that is not going to help you get better is just extra. It is too much. You need to start cutting it out. And the other brilliant thing is that once you start to do this, you really begin to realize how much other people in life, and you even before, were just concerned about things that really don't affect you in any way. If I pay attention to any of these ads that they're running YouTube about Mikey Sherrill or who, I don't even know, who's a what, that doesn't make my life better or worse. A lot of people, they focus on things that they think matter to them, but they don't have any control over. And if you can't control the things in your life that you truly have control over, then that means you go through life with zero control. At least control the things that you can control. That's the lesson, is to lead a low information diet and to eliminate the distractions. Is that to do what you need to do to join the new rich, you're going to have your nose to the grindstone. You're going to need to be focused and locked in. And you know what? This actually goes beyond just getting into business or building your wealth. Because really, your life as a whole, you'll be much happier, like I am, when you stop paying attention to things that, like I said, don't really matter. Like, you'll be surprised. Once you start cutting things out, you'll be like, oh, I didn't need that. And you sort of start to realize that as a whole, I don't care about things that just do not affect me. People, and you know, that helps. Because not only does it bring me more joy, I'm not going to argue with someone who I have no control over. If someone else's kid, that's your kid. I'm not even going to care. Or people are telling me, oh yeah, my dog did this, and you know, I have like 15 kids with 5 different guys, and I'm at work, and I'm like, I don't care. Like, I literally do not care. I could not care any less than I do now. And doing that has brought me immense joy. It feels like I only care about things I can control. Because really outside of that, what does it matter? If I got mad every time the president did something that I didn't like, I would have a fucking heart attack. I just don't care. Like, it literally has nothing to do with me. And people in other households, I don't care. This goes beyond, like I said, beyond business. It makes me just better with women. It makes me better in when I'm driving down the road and someone cuts me off on the highway. I don't care. They literally have nothing to do with me. So why would I care? I only care about the things that I have control over and the moves that I am making to make myself more successful or lead a better life. That should be your ultimate goal. And that is why I said you need to be a bit of a healthy narcissist. Because a healthy degree of it is actually really good. You don't need to be worried about everyone else's life, only yours. So cut the distractions and start eliminating things that don't matter.